Welcome to another edition of Now Hear This, an ongoing series of brief conversations with IUEC leadership about issues of importance to our union and to our members. I'm Allison Harrell. When any elevator, escalator, or any type of conveyance system is installed or maintained, it obviously requires a very high level of expertise. Union elevator constructors are the best in the world at what they do, and there's a few reasons for that. Among the biggest is education. Bob Miskey spoke with Assistant General President Jim Bender about NEIEP and our ever-changing industry.
Thank you, Allison. I'm here with Assistant General President Jim Bender. Jim, good to see you again.
You too, Bob.
You know, I went over and looked at the NEIEP display in the ballroom. That was really quite an eye-opener.
Yeah, it's a great display. It's really important for us to keep continuing to evolve in our educational system. These guys do a lot of hands-on modules in there. They've got a lot of new technology involving virtual elevators, virtual escalators, 3D components, and which is really important. You can sit in a room and be taught through the textbooks and whatnot, but to get that hands-on, and quite frankly, a lot of our mechanics, that's why they are mechanics. They like the hands-on things, and that's a critical component to education.
Well, the effort put behind this display, I mean, to the untrained eye, it's almost like a museum of what makes elevators and escalators work. It really speaks to the importance of staying on top, doesn't it?
Yeah, education's number one for us. I mean, it's what we're about, quite frankly, and the technology constantly evolves. So NEIEP struggles with the task of trying to keep up with that technology, and they do a great job. Got a great staff, great technical writers. They put these modules together, try to keep up with the industry standards and the changes in the industry.
And of course, there's always a safety component involved in the training, isn't there?
Yeah, education and safety, they go hand in hand. Both critical to the elevator constructor and to the riding public.
What kind of message do you hope this sends to your customers if they had the opportunity to get a kind of a behind the curtain look at all the effort that goes into your training? What do you hope is conveyed to them?
Well, I think it conveys the importance of the education and having the technical skills and to properly be able to maintain their equipment and keep it efficient for the building. You know, obviously time is money. If the elevators are broken down and they're not working, you got upset customers, people are delayed in trying to get to their destinations and so on and so forth. So, just to put that professional persona out there, it's very important, and education's key to that.
But speaking of money, I'm sure this all doesn't come cheap for the IUEC. There's a bit of an investment here.
Well, we want them to know that we're the best trained out there, that the workforce has been properly trained. They're updated on the new technologies. They're able to come into their buildings and service and maintain their elevators. So they're working properly, efficiently for the customer, and more importantly, safely.
We never should be in a position where we feel like we can stop learning. For whether the apprentice or the journeyman, learning is a constant, right?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously train the apprentices as they come through in every aspect of the trade. But for the mechanics out there that are working, that have had to progress through different technologies and whatnot, we have ongoing education available to them. And that's what we spend a lot of the money on, is on these new programs, with the simulators and the 3D components and whatnot, is to keep up with the technology, because it's always evolving. It never stops.
Certainly a lot going on in your industry. Thanks, Jim.
You're welcome, Bob.
Allison, let's send it back to you.
Thanks, Bob, and thank you for the click. We invite you to keep checking back here to IUEC.org for more Now Hear This segments, as well as more feature stories about the best elevator mechanics in the world. I'm Allison Harrell. See you next time.